Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good today. Hope everything is well with you. Hope everything is on the up and up. I just hope everything is centered with you. That you are in a centered place, and that all is good and all is well. And I just wanted to make another video today to put a little of my wisdom out there, a little bit of things that God has shown and taught me, and that's how we do. We interact with one another, and we do everything we can to help your neighbor, help the other person. If everybody in the world had that mindset, instead of trying to manipulate the other person, instead of trying to get over on the other person, instead of trying to take and extract and project onto and off of another person, this world would be a lot better place. I would love to see this world be a better place. Wouldn't you? Where you could go somewhere and feel happy about the trip. I don't have my head in the clouds. I'm not trying to be all, spaced out and all this other stuff. But you got to have a positive uh, uh, motivation. You got positive intentions. If you have negative intentions, you will draw negativity to yourself. If you have positive intentions, meaning you're in the vibration of love and you're trying to do the right thing and you're trying to be the right person, you will attract the right things and you will attract the right people to you. It's all about improving yourself and your environment. Don't you want to improve yourself? Don't you want to improve your environment? Who likes living in filth? I'm not talking about physical filth, which that's in and of itself not good either. But I'm talking about spiritual filth. I'm talking about mental filth. I'm talking about the filth within. I want to get all that junk out of me. And I want my house, my temple, to be clean and in order, pristine, all shined up. The floor is shining, the walls glistening. So when God comes in there, He gonna say, "Wow, I like this place." When the Holy Spirit comes in there, He's gonna be like, "Wow, this place is on. I like this. I think I'm gonna stay here a while." And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make ourselves better people. And when you make yourself better, it reverberates off of you and in your community. And there are entities, there are things out there that are trying to bring you down, that are trying to get you in a negative vibration. There are things out there that are trying to bring on fear and intimidation, sadness. All of these things like to eat on you, like to eat on you, yum 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 yum, and it makes them feel superior to you when they can control you like that. But see, God is in control of you when you're in the love vibration. Now, some people look at this as a game, and in every game you have a what? A controller. Some games, well, most games have two controllers. But you notice when you buy a lot of these newer games, the PlayStation and the Xbox, what does it come with? One controller, and only one can control it until somebody goes and says, "I want to play too." You have to go out and get another controller. Now, two people can control the game. So I ask you, who is your controller? Is love your controller? Or are you under some other uh, unrighteous controller? Fear, hate, lust. I can go on and on with the list. I want my controller to be love. I want my controller to be God. I want my controller to be the Holy Spirit. That's what I want my controller to be. I want to walk in the light of love. So I wanted to put that out there. as I go to the subject matter, I'm sipping on my green tea right here. Little advertisement for United Bank. Anyway, the subject I want to talk about today is every person should test their own actions and motives to see if they are right. Every person should test their own actions and their own motives to see if they are right. A lot of people, do things and they say things, they achieve things, and well, that's what we are. We're human doings, not really human beings. Everybody's doing something, but this is the key. There's a motive and there's an intent behind everything anybody does. Remember that there's a motive and an intent, and it's going to either be one or two things. It's going to either be a right motive or a wrong motive. It's going to either be a right intent or a wrong intent. Even you. Everything you do has a motive. Everything you do has an intent. And see how you bring blessing in your life. How do you make your goals and all of that stuff come about? It's not manipulating some sort of technique, using some sort of technique. I'm gonna tell you how to really make your goals come about. How to really get God on your side to move on your side. Have the right motive. Have the right intent. In other words, have the right heart. If you got the right motive, the right intent, if you got the right heart before God, God will even take your mistakes and turn them into victories. See, that is the key ingredient in my view. The key ingredient is motive. The key ingredient for success, for achieving your goals, is having the right heart. If you don't have the right heart, yeah, you might go somewhere, you might get somewhere, you might even get to the top, but it means nothing because God wasn't in it. Because your motive was wrong. Your intent was wrong. You stepped over people, you manipulated people, you stabbed people in the back, you played games all the way to the top. And then when you get there, you lonely, and it ain't as good as you thought it was gonna be. Because look what you did to get there. Now, I'm not even trying to get to the top. I'm just trying to get to God. As long as I can get to God, I don't care if I'm bottom, middle, or top. I'm not even worried about that. I don't care about that. I just want to get to God. I want to be close to God. And in order to get close to God, you have to raise yourself up. You have to raise your frequency. You have to raise your vibration. Yes, you have to ascend. You have to ascend because you have to ascend in a sense to be a God yourself. Not to be God, but in order to have a relationship, you have to be in the God state. Because if you remember, if you read the Old Testament, the people couldn't come near God because they was mortals. If you read about when God was on the Mount Ararat, yeah, and he told the people to not. Well, that might have been Noah's Mount. Well, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is he told the people they couldn't come to God. They couldn't come to Him. They had to stay at the foot of the mountain. They had to stay down there, and they couldn't get close. Only Moses could come up, and even he couldn't get too close. He had to have a special covering, and it messed his face and everything all up. Because he was a mortal. Mortals and gods can't be in the same space. Because the power of God would just totally disintegrate a mortal. So it's all about ascending. If you want to, it's not ascending to be above God. See, people take that scripture and twist it around. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying you have to ascend within and become God-like, to be close to God. I'm ascending to be with God, not to be a God. I'm ascending to be uh, 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 in God's presence. Say, for example, uh, there are people out there that are well-to-do, that are they have a lot of money, they have a lot of things and stuff like that. Now, just imagine some bum off the street walking onto their property and trying to go up in their house and mingle around and hang with them. Guess what? They're gonna call security and say, "We got a guy walking out here in our yard. We need him off my property because he has not ascended." Now, take that same guy, that same bum. He go out. I don't know, win the lottery. He go out and start a bit and all of a sudden come into a whole lot of money. He's rich. That same guy can pull up in a limousine and said, "I'm here for the get together in such and such mansion." He has ascended up. He has risen up to the level. And so come on in, join in, eat some caviar and crackers. Why? Because he has ascended up. He belongs in. Now somebody said, "Well, God sits high and looks low." But what God is trying to do, He wants you to come up with Him. He wants you to come up to be where He is. He don't want you to stay down. He don't want you to be a bottom feeder, walking around on the bottom. And I'm not talking about prosperity as far as money goes. I'm talking about ascending from within. I'm talking about moving your vibration up, becoming all you can be, becoming your higher self. So you can be with God. So you can be in His presence. Not so you can be a God. Not so you can be higher than God. No one can ever do that. But you have to raise yourself up. The more pure you become, the more pure in heart, the more pure in mind, the more pure you become, the closer you are to God. The more love that is vibrating on you, the closer you are to God. But the less pure you are, the less righteous you are, the less the more your motives are not right. That just takes you further from God. It takes you further and further to God, just a little speck in the distance. How do you get back close to God? Start with motive. Start with your motive in your heart being right. And start moving. I know there's a scripture that says, "Draw nigh to me and I draw nigh to you." Just draw nigh to God. Just find ways to get close to God. Prayer and laying on His breast is one thing. Learning of Him. Learning of God. Learning to walk with Him and talk with Him and understand how He wants things done and how He does things. Let the way you mimic somebody and you hang with somebody, you start to what? Mimic their behavior. When you hang with God, you will start to mimic the way He is, His behavior, the way He see things, the way He look at things, the way He approach things. You start thinking like that too. So that's how you can tell when somebody spent a lot of time with God and somebody hasn't spent no time with God. But you can just sit and look at how somebody talks. You can sit there and just hold a conversation with them. I say, this person ain't been with God that much. Or this person has really been with God. Because their conversation has a crispiness to it, has a cleanness to it, has a kind of a righteousness to it. And see, everybody can't be in that. That's why many of you don't have any friends. That way you don't have many friends. You might have one or two friends because your vibration and your frequency, you're on a higher vibration, you're on a higher frequency, you closer to God than them. You closer to the light than them. It ain't that you're better. It's just, and all they gotta do is get closer to the light too, and they'll be close to the light. You treat people better. You kind. You're loving. You're patient. All of these attributes and qualities come from being close to God. And it starts with motive. Everything you do, test your motive. Why do you get up and go to work every morning? Are you doing it because you just want more money so you can flaunt yourself around? Are you trying to take care of your responsibilities? Why do you say the things you say? Are you trying to hurt people? Are you trying to manipulate people? Are you trying to get what you want out of people? Or are you trying to help people and lift people up? Are you trying to bring people into fear by telling them fearful things so you can feed off of their fear? Are you trying to intimidate people, talking harsh at people and hard at people, and then pat yourself on the back like you doing something? Talking harsh to people is not, you're not a drill sergeant. What is a drill sergeant? He's trying to mold you into a soldier to fight a war. But after that's over, y'all can go out and have a beer together. Y'all can go out and hang together and be best buddies. I've seen it. I've seen people act a certain way, and then they move, and once the drill sergeant stuff is over, they become best buddies. But it's all about motive. It's all about intent. It's all about being in the love vibration. It's not about being too nice. You notice people kind of cringe at nice people because they think they got some nice. Being nice doesn't mean you got a bad motive. You just a nice person. I'm naturally a nice person, and I get taken advantage of a lot because of that. Because I trust people, and I come with a nice demeanor about me. And so, but the good thing, people think nice people finish last, and even a woman, she won't gravitate towards a nice guy because she thinks he gonna finish last. So she gravitate towards the other guy over here. But what people don't understand about nice guys is God helps nice guys with right hearts. So while you over here hanging with this guy thinking he gonna be, a certain way and he gonna help you in a certain way, God helps the nice guy with a right heart. God helps those with right hearts and right motives, right intentions. You try to come against a nice guy with a right heart. You might get over him, you might beat him, but God will lift him up again. And God will get you for trying to get him. Mark my words on that. So test your motives in everything you do, everything you say, everywhere you go, every everything you do. Let your motive be right, and see won't God help you. See won't God move you in the right. See won't God direct you. See if His angels don't appear. Sometimes God's angels appear to people, but they don't be all, have a white robe on and wings and all this other stuff, and they ain't playing a harp or something like that. They appear to you as a regular person, just to nudge you or to show you or help you in just to get you back on that path again. God is here to help you. God's angels are here to help you, to guide you through to help you in the war, to teach you the lesson, and to help you play the game. And again, I say test your motives. Just as you go through your day, wake up, everything you do it with a right heart. And watch and see. Watch and see on God start moving on everything you do. Watch and see on everything you're gonna be like, you're gonna have a Midas touch. Everything you do will prosper because you got the right heart. That is a key ingredient. That is the key thing to do, to have when you're moving in this matrix, in this world, in this reality, whatever you want to call it. Do everything with the right heart, the right intentions, and the right motive. And you will be a better person. You won't mess nobody over. You won't lie to nobody. You won't cheat nobody. And therefore, God, when you see people think you can get ahead by doing that. You can get ahead by doing that. A lot of people have. A lot of people have cheated their way, lied their way. But every time you do that, you die a little on the inside. I'd rather be alive on the inside and not be all up there somewhere just to get to the top of that pyramid. just to trying to reach that capstone. We only get up there to find it's nothing but sky. You still reach a certain point and couldn't go no further. But with God, the sky is the limit. There is no limit because you're going within. The kingdom of heaven is within. Remember that. And everything you do, the kingdom of heaven within. Turn inwardly. Don't turn outwardly. People that turn outwardly looking for help. They're looking for somebody to give them some money. They're looking for somebody to help them some kind of way. Help them get promoted. Help them get a house. Help them get a car. Help them achieve some kind of goal. And that has its place. But turn internally. And the help will just come to you. It'll just come to you. You ain't got to go looking for help. Once you turn because God, like I said, you have cleaned out your temple. Keep a clean temple. Just like you keep a clean house. I know some people, I mean, I keep a decent house. I don't keep no clean house, but I know some people keep a clean house. You walk in their house, you're like, does anybody even live here? I mean, everything is in its place. And you're a little bit impressed, but it's almost kind of weird to you. Like, everything, I remember when I was in the military, when I took to inspect people's rooms in the barracks, and you walk in some people's room, you're like, it'd be so messy, like, does anybody live here? And then you walk in other people's room, it'd be so clean, you'd be like, does anybody live here? But I think most people, if you ask them, they would rather be in the clean place than the dirty place. And same thing with the Holy Spirit. Same thing with God's Spirit. He'd rather be in a clean place than a dirty place. I mean, he can be there, but it ain't gonna be comfortable. It's gonna be kind of like, conflict. You ever try to live with somebody that wasn't clean? What you get? Conflict. Conflict. Because the person not as clean as you. Dirty dishes in the sink, socks on the floor, that type of stuff. So what I'm saying is work on yourself. Work on your temple. Make that, if you work on your temple, God can move and cultivate your relationship with God. God moves in. And he stays there. He lives there. Get all that junk out of your eyes. Get all that junk out of your ears. Get all that junk out of your mind. And concentrate on the things of God. And that's how you clean your temple. I'm sitting here telling you to clean your temple, but you need to know how, right? You need to know how to clean your temple. One thing you got to do is get your motive in your heart right. The second thing is get close to God. And the third thing is watch everything you do and say, and watch what you watch and watch what you hear. It's not easy all the time because we living in the world. That's what it means being in the world, not of the world. You're gonna be out. You're gonna feel like an outsider. You're gonna feel alone because you're not of the world. You're in a place that you're not of. When you're in a place that you're not of, you don't feel like that's your home. Then you feel uncomfortable and out of place, and you're wondering why. Because you're trying to get close to God, and everybody else is not. Most people are not, or they try to get close to God to some extent, or when they really need Him. If you just want to be in a relationship with God, it ain't whether you need Him or not. It ain't whether you're going to get something from Him or not. You just want to walk. You feel like that's bliss to you. That's bliss to walking with God and being in a relationship with Him. That's bliss to you. You feel you are in your rightful place. You where you need to be. You where you have to be. Everywhere else you feel uncomfortable. Everybody else feels comfortable in this current matrix. Everyone else feels comfortable. They okay with it. They feel comfortable. They right at home. They fit right in. They got the buddies and the cliques and all this other stuff. They fit right in, but you don't. You don't, because you're trying to get close to God. And the only ones you connect with is the other ones, people that are trying to get close to God. The other people that are trying to increase their vibration and walking in the vibration and love and trying to get to a higher place from within. Them the only people you connect with. You ain't trying to talk about no football game. You ain't trying to talk about no hairdo. You ain't trying to talk about no shoes, no Jordans or nothing like that. All that stuff don't mean nothing to you. You trying to ascend from within to be with God, not to be a God. But you, in a sense, you kind of like a God, but you're not. You doing it to be with God. Your motive, again, your motive. Are you trying to ascend to be a God, or are you trying to ascend to be with God, to be up there where He is, to be on that high vibration, to be on that love vibration where God is? Are you trying to ascend to be God so you can order people around and so you can, order your will around and have everybody doing what you say and have all this power and be all majestic and all this other stuff? Is that why you're doing it? You ain't trying to be with God. You're trying to be like God. But there are people that are trying to raise themselves up to where God is. And you know what God does when you raise yourself up? He says, welcome home. He says, welcome home. See, just like the prodigal son, he went down, 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 down until he found himself in a pig pen. He said, wait a minute, in my father's house, even my servants are doing better than this. Even his servants are doing better than I am right now. So he what? Raised himself up out of that mud. He raised himself up out of that pen. He raised himself up out of that situation and went home to the Father. That's all that story is about. It's raising yourself up out of the pig pen. Raising yourself up and going home. And it starts with motive. From this point on, test everything you do. Test your motive. Helping people. Why do you help people? So you can get a pat on the back, even if that person don't thank you. Why do you speak to people on the street? So that person can speak back? Why do you acknowledge people so they can acknowledge you back? You do it because God wants you to do it. Whether that person don't help you back or not, whether that person don't acknowledge you back or not, you okay with that because you did what God wanted you to do. Amen. So this is my video for today. I pray that you'll be blessed. I pray that this video helped you a little bit. I hope that enriched your life a little bit. That's what it's all about. Us helping one another. I'm sure you got some things that can help me. I mean, we help one another. We use our gifts and our talent to help one another. Have that mindset. Have that motive. Have that intention. Amen. And God bless. Have a good week.